So yeah, you walk into the Jedi Temple. It's pretty quiet. It's really late at night or really early in the morning, depending on how you want to look at it. And you make your way to the council meeting chambers. They tell you to enter. Master Lamar looks at you. Master Drossev, could you give us some more details?
Yes. Kalani Starfire and I, along with the other members of our group, have just defeated an attacking group of Sith assassins at the senator's domicile.
Master Leston, the Twi'lek, will chime in. So was it another attempt at the senator's life?
I'm not exactly sure what their purpose was. Unfortunately, we were not able to capture any of them alive. The senator wasn't harmed, and it doesn't appear as though they tried to force the door to out of character. Is this a woman?
Senator? No, they're all male, I believe.
No, the senator.
Oh, the senator's female. Sorry, yeah. Ula Marara is female, yes.
There was no evidence they tried to force her door, but they did attack all of us. And they also tried to abduct Pakaz Navad.
And Vandar will look at you. Interesting that is. Perhaps because their main target was.
That may be.
Master Lamar will turn to you. Have you gotten any close to figuring out how he does what he does?
I have made no progress in that so far.
Perhaps the Sith are after the same thing.
There's another detail. Among the attackers, but fighting against them, was my former Padawan.
Fighting against them, you say?
She was actually launching frighteningly powerful attacks against them. Well beyond any capabilities I ever knew her to have.
Master Leston will chime in. Well, that's interesting. I'm not sure. Where is she now?
I wasn't able to detain her for questioning. She escaped out the window and into the city below, into the night. I don't know where her current location is.
We don't really have the Jedi to spare to look for her, but if it's connected to Pakaz in any way, we might need to send people to look for her. Stay with him. Make sure he's safe. I know it may be tempting to go after your Padawan, but we feel that you are one of the most capable Jedi we have, and we can't afford the Sith to get their hands on him.
I have no attachment to Guri. She made her choice.
Master Lamar, good. That means that you'll be able to continue to keep an eye on Pakaz. We'll look into how the Sith managed to get so close. It's disconcerting that they were able to make it onto Coruscant at all. Well, if you have any other details, or if you figure out anything else that might help us ascertain how they were able to do that, or what their next move is, please let us know. But until then, unless you have other details to share, please make sure Pakaz is safely in the hands of the Jedi.
There is one more thing before I leave. On my way, after the attack was defeated, on my way here, I received this transmission from a man named Bello Hardin. He's an aide to the senator. And then I share it with them.
Well, is the rest of your party going there?
I don't know. I didn't speak to any of them. I came straight here.
Find out. If they're not, stay with Mikaz and we'll send someone to pick him up.
Weren't we talking over the comms?
A little bit.
Was
I
I
think-
privy to that?
You probably heard some of it. Some of it was, once they got in the speeder, they probably weren't, but using the comms. But there was a little bit of chatter when the transmission came through. So it sounded like they were probably going to go check it out.
Everybody?
Yes.
Okay, then I say I believe they are heading there to investigate this.
Go with them then. May the force be with you.
Thank you. And then I turn and I hurry back out the building. And I want to go to this place in the message.
Okay.
You're right. Those guys were hard to deal with.
Only if you're Kalani.
Only if you're what?
Only if you're Kalani. Everyone else has had no problems with them.
All right. Oops. All right. So, you all jump into your respective speeders and head to Nessa's Cantina and Speeder Shop. The journey takes you right to the edge of where the Overcity ends and the Undercity begins. While the trip is short, it feels like an eternity after the attack that just occurred. Being late at night, there are plenty of places to park, and you manage to secure a spot close by but hidden from view. Approaching the establishment, you actually meet up with Etan, and you see Nessa's Cantina in bright neon signage over the bar area, and Nessa's Speeder Shop, unlit in front of what appears to be a showroom repair shop area.
So, we're at a repair shop, or?
It's a cantina and repair shop. The repair shop section is closed down for the night, but the cantina is still open.
Well, of course.
I want to stealth, but not the invisible sort of stealth. The no one really pays attention to me sort of stealth. I belong here sort of stealth.
Okay.
As I get out of the speeder and readjust my poncho so that I don't look as damaged as I really am. I then look at Ayland and I say, "You and I gonna take the lead on this one?"
Oh, that's what it looks like, lass. Might as well, anyways. You ready? And Elon will extend an arm out like he's inviting her to take his arm and go inside. And he's being playful and an idiot and everything else.
And should I keep watch outside, perhaps?
Lexa just raises an eyebrow, kind of gives you a half smile, and then and you can tell she's being playful too, in a robotic way, takes your arm, and then she looks at to answer Kalani. If you feel like it, if you think that would be best, or you could come in, just keep to yourself and stay with us.
I don't have the best history with cantinas.
No, you don't, lass, but that's up to you. To go in and risk future interesting entanglements, or to stay out here and probably miss all the fun.
Because it's already walking in.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang around out here. Call me if there's something you need me for.
Alright, if we get time.
As Fakaz is walking in, I will say in my comm, Fakaz, are you going to let us take the lead on this?
Oh, I'm not here to talk.
All right then.
Yeah, so you're kind of short. The hostess table is kind of high, and you manage to sneak right past it, and she never even sees you. Everyone else, as you walk in, the hostess / waitress will greet you. What can I get for you? Table?
Ah, we're here to see somebody. A fellow by the name of Hardin.
Oh, yeah, here, let me show you a table, and, I'll go see if I can find him.
Ah, thank you very much, lass. And Elon will toss down 5 credits.
Alright, she'll lead you to a table.
While
Sophie?
he's talking to her and she's leading us, can I make a perception check around the room?
And can I make a perception check outside? Where I'm trying to keep the watch sort of thing.
Have I arrived yet, or am I still?
Yeah, you were gonna meet up with them, like, when they made it outside. Because timing works out nicely for the GM.
I'm usually so good at perception, but the dice hate me.
So yeah, you would have arrived basically at the same time they did.
Okay, I want to make a point of standing near Pakaz.
Okay, Pakaz is trying to be stealthy, and you're just kind of standing there.
I don't want to. I was like, I don't want to. Do I know he's being stealthy?
It kind of looked like he was sneaking past the hostess. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to give him away, but
Okay, so you'll kind of stay near him instead of going to like sit down at the table with Lexa and Aelon. Then, okay, we'll say you head to the bar area where Pakaz is kind of hiding around. And Pakaz is kind of stealthily, as a short, kind of just making his way around, looking for the aid.
okay.
Yeah, so all of you looking around. Okay, sorry, yeah, continue.
I'll make this quick. Here's what I want to do. I don't want to walk up next to him and mess up whatever he's trying to do. I want to keep my distance. But can I talk to him in the Force? Is that do you have to have a talent for that, or can you just do it?
To do full sentences, you can do like one word or like emotions if you don't have the talent.
Can I communicate an urgent need to speak with him as soon as possible? Is that too much?
You can just say talk
urgency,
or
yeah,
something.
talk. Yeah, you can do like one word. Yeah.
And
Okay.
typically, no one's really said anything whenever I try and communicate both a word and an emotion. So
Yeah. So you can make it feel urgent and say talk. Yeah.
Okay. Do I need to make a roll for that?
I think it's use the force check with just a DC 15. So basically, if you roll an at one, it won't work.
it only gets difficult when they're far away.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that, no problem.
Okay, I guess once that's done, I guess I'll join the others.
Okay. So she'll show you to your table, the three of you, and sit you down. She's like, to you, Itachi, be like, "Hey, you look kind of familiar. Weren't you in here before?"
Who?
To Etan. She'll gesture at him. You horns.
Do I see that? Do I see her addressing?
Yeah, you're all at the table together when she's saying this.
I say, I'll make eye contact to you to see if you want me to cover for you.
No, I look back at her and say, I have never visited this establishment before.
All right. and she'll pass out menus to you all. I'll just give you a minute to look over those menus, hon. And winks at you, Alon. And taps on the menus and walks away.
Lovely, you have a secret admirer.
Another one. Last one decided to stab me in the side. I don't need any more.
But before this one decides to gouge out your eyes, let's see if we can find our boy here.
Oh, sounds like a plan.
Anyone see him?
Let's see, has anybody not rolled perception?
Well, I haven't rolled perception, but
Oh yeah, so yeah. Yeah, never mind, I'll let you just E10 roll perception for me. And Alon, did you? No, you didn't either.
I'm gonna let that stand. I don't feel good about it.
Okay.
I swear next character I will put better perception into it.
Okay, as you're all kind of peering around the room as you're sitting at the table, you're just kind of absent-mindedly putting your hands on the table, but Lexi, you realize that your menu seems to have a lump in it of some sort.
I open it, but do so as though I'm looking through it.
Okay, it looks like it is a data chip.
Like it plugs into.
Like a data, yeah, it plugs into a data pad.
I keep the menu up so that it's shielding my hand, and then I nudge Aland and flip him the chip with my two of my fingers, but keeping it hidden. And then when I see that he sees it, I will take out my data pad and, still keeping the menu covering it, plug it into that and take a look.
Okay. So it looks like there's a video file on it.
I look over at Ayla and Eaton, make sure that they're paying attention to what I'm doing.
Yeah, and as you're looking at this, Pakaz sidles up and sits in the booth as well.
And seeing him, then I will play the message and kind of like motion for Ayla to keep an eye on things as we watch it.
And Alon is nodding back with her.
All right, so begins the play, and it looks like it was filmed right in the cantina. Bellis talking in whispered tones, kind of rushed. I'm recording this in case you don't get to me before they do. This is all my fault, but you've got to believe me. I had no idea this was gonna happen. I should start at the beginning. It all started when I was on Thela last month, discussing things with Governor Lovelace for the senator. My data pad malfunctioned, so I went looking for a new one. Well, that Rhodian, forget his name, was charging ridiculous rates, so I was bummed until I learned that Zerka has just opened up shop. Well, that's the last time I buy anything from Zerka. The data had some sort of data gathering something that got some, well, less favorable information about Senator Moraro. They used that to blackmail me into getting Zerka back into the bidding for the terraforming for Telos. I was still working on that and thought that I could work it out so the Ithorians still won, but I could say I tried my best, you know? Anyway, then you all showed up, and really late that night they told me I had to do something else. They needed access to Reese's data pad. I thought at the time Zerka just wanted to get dirt on him like they did me. I didn't realize until you all came to the meeting earlier, looking at data pads, what had happened. So I panicked. Assassination attempts are no joke, and I was worried I knew too much. I should have told you the truth right then. I I did some reaching out to contacts in the Senate about Zerka to see if I could find out why they were doing this. Turns out I don't think the orders came from Zerka at all. See, I didn't really know this, but apparently the company has some sort of link to the exchange, super dangerous criminal syndicate. But you probably know that. I've heard that their main operation on Coruscant is in Doom City. I can't do much more than that, but you all seem like capable fighters. You could probably put an end to all of this. Please tell the senator I'm truly sorry.
Has this been a recording?
Yeah, it's a video recording. And I put the text of it in the data chip thing that everybody should be able to see.
Well, turns out our suspicions of him were correct. I didn't think he was an open traitor, but I knew that something made him squirm.
That's very interesting.
How can we use this to discover his location?
Well, give me a minute. Let me see if I can figure out where he sent it from and track the datapad he used. And I'll get to work on it while they, discuss or do other things. I'm just gonna start working at it here at the table.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of position, gonna make it like a dungeon master screen out of my menu, kind of hide my datapad. That's a terrible roll. I'll use the force point.
Okay, so looking at this, you can tell, yeah, it was obviously recorded on a datapad, but you think the file was just directly transferred from his datapad and handed to whoever had it. So there's not really any way to track the device. So there was no signal being sent from anywhere.
Well, if there's a way to track him, it won't be electronically. I could try to make contact with some of my underworld friends. Maybe someone's seen him.
It's possible that somebody has.
The waitress will come back up. So, have you decided what you're going to order? Did you find everything you needed?
Yes, I'll have some Carillion ale.
Okay. Anyone else?
Order some sort of fermented juice.
Thank you, last, but no. It seems I have a little bit of a mission.
I'll have an ale.
Okay. Are you sure you weren't in here earlier? You were talking to some squirrely-looking fellow, the guy who handed me that secret item.
No, he wasn't here. Now get moving. Get our drinks.
Last?
So just look at you, just be like,
Do you want a tip or
off.
not?
yeah, she'll walk away.
Aelon will get up and follow her. Pardon me a moment. Miss,
What?
I'm sorry to bother you, but you said my friend there was in here earlier, or you seem to think he was.
Someone looked just like him if it wasn't him.
Exactly like him, down to everything, or were there differences here or there, like different color clothing or whatnot?
I don't know, just Jedi robes, right? It looks the same.
Well, different colors can mean different things, lass. Some robes can indicate a different rank in their order and whatnot, and some of them, who knows, they may even get discounts or something from certain establishments. So I'm just trying to track him down and see who he is.
Yeah, well, I was sworn it's the same guy, but I see a lot of people here, a lot of faces. Anyway, you found what was in the menu, right? She's talking in whispered tones.
And Elon will nod. Mm-hmm.
You know, the guy just, he asked me to keep it, like 5 minutes after he gave me that. The Zabrak, I guess, different guy walked in, but the squirrely guy seemed to recognize him, and then they left together.
Oh, they left together. Interesting.
And I was told to look out for you guys. But he made it since he was there. I just let him talk to him, I guess. You said, look, like, I think you mentioned a Zabrak. But anyway, I recognized the rest of your descriptions.
Alright. Well, thank you, lass. If you remember anything else, come let me know. And Elon will hand her 100 credits.
Oh, well, no need. She won't take it. I'll get you those drinks. Oh, well, great. You're not getting a drink, but I'll send everybody else their drinks. I do hope you find him, I guess. He seemed kind of jumpy.
He's in way over his head, like most squirrely guys that look like him. But thank you, lass.
And she'll duck back, getting orders.
And then I'll return to the table and just sit there and think.
What were you asking her about? Did you change your mind about food?
No, I was trying to figure out a little bit of a clue. The Zabrak she saw earlier left with Mr. Hardin, so it's entirely possible that Mr. Hardin is now 6 feet under, shall we say.
Is there a Jedi way to make sure of this information?
I'm not sure. You have to ask a Jedi. And Elon will then look right at E10.
Lexa's also looking at Eaton.
You also be looking at because.
No, we're looking at Eaton.
Yeah, it's us, the Jedi, but Picaz is the one who can do that sort of thing.
Because is the one who likes to keep secrets and everything else. And not necessarily open all the time. E10 is at least Jedi trustworthy.
I'd want to see surveillance video of the establishment during the time frame when this impersonator of mine was present. That's where I start.
That's something I can do.
Hello, everybody.
Hello!
Hello!
Well.
I'm sorry,
Everyone's still alive.
I'm sorry, Kyrath.
That's good.
We just had a funeral for Shiolu.
What?
1 second after you say everybody's still alive.
Yeah.
No, we
Well, they
agreed.
walked over me.
We agreed that the story was going to be I saved his life. I distinctly remember saying that.
No, you.
That's
No, what actually
No, you
happened
went-
is you were in your room undisturbed for the whole fight. You didn't know
Lexa did-
anything was going on.
Lexa did run up to
Until
the door
after.
to check on you and make sure that you were safe. And she did pull several Sith who were trying to hack away at the door, away from you. So, yeah, you're not
they
mincemeat
were coming in to
because of
get
that.
you, and she
How
killed
did Bazak's crazy plan go?
Yeah, he guessed it, he suggested that plan before the game.
Oh,
He's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you should phase through the wall."
I was thinking
like,
the floor, but yeah.
I thought you said you were gonna do the phasing through the floor.
Well, the wall
Right,
would
you were gonna
do that.
phase right through the bed, right? That's what.
well,
you
yeah,
said.
but that was close enough. Or wait, no, he said the floor. He said
Yeah,
the floor.
Yeah, I said the floor, and then he decided to do
Oh, I
the wall
didn't
instead.
think you were gonna guess that.
Yeah.
So you guessed as a whole plan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't guess that it was my plan. He just said that's what I should do.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "You guessed it."
Not that it
Because
really
I
did
mean-
anything. It didn't alter the course of events.
Yep.
Me knowing it did not help the enemies succeed.
Nope.
They got a
Well,
lot closer
actually-
than I thought they were going to, though.
Though if I hadn't had that plan, they probably would have gotten me. Because I would have been further out when I knocked out.
Yeah, but you would have gotten revived earlier, too.
Anyway, we were kind of in the middle of something.
Yes. Yes, we were.
Yeah, Kyrath.
Jeez. Interrupting people.
It was just getting good.
yeah. Actually, where is Shiloh during this?
That's a good
He's
Sitting
question.
next to
He's here? Okay.
I made him come along so in case when he showed up, he wouldn't be, like, halfway across the world.
Kyrath, after the fight, we got a transmission from Bello Hardin, the senator's aide, to meet him at this cantina. So now we're
Yeah, it
dealing
should
with
all
this
be...
instance.
Yeah. It should all
Okay.
be in your character notes.
There's a recording called the data chip that says the text of the recording that we watched. Now we're discussing what to do next.
And I am outside.
And our waitress is convinced she's seen me in here before, even though I've never been here, which makes us believe that somebody's impersonating me.
So obviously, yes, we can look at the recording, and I can probably get a hold of that. But I just meant, like me, the first time you Jedi have been able to figure things out that we can't using our material means. Is there any way you can see if he's still alive?
The character, is that, can I do like search your feelings for that or something? Does that work for that?
That has to be for a specific, like an action if you're doing something, and it would only be like within the next 10 minutes. To figure out if he's actually dead, you'd probably have to use the far-seeing power.
Okay.
Unless he was in the near vicinity and you used like force perception. So Picaz could probably do it. You don't have any far-seeings, do you?
Me? No, I don't. I didn't.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I didn't take any wacky force powers. Mine
Yeah.
are all today.
Yeah, so Picaz might be able to tell, but you cannot.
Do I know about that? I know about that kind of
Yeah, you
stuff.
know people can track, like there are some people that can like track people like and see their surroundings and everything long distance through the force, yeah.
Okay, then I'll just say some Jedi are able to perform feats like you're describing, but my talents don't lie in those areas.
Bazak, Picaz is still there, your drinks haven't been delivered yet.
It's at this point that I slow turn to Picaz, and I just raise an eyebrow, questioning.
God slow turns his head to you and raises an eyebrow, brow equally questioningly.
Are you going to make me say it, or are you just going to answer?
You hear it. You hear in your head, I'll do it.
I can't tell if you're telling me. Was that? Did anyone else hear that?
Hear what, lass?
Okay, he said he'll do it.
All right.
In the meantime, then, I need to come up with a cover story so that I can steal some data.
So what did you guys want me to do again? I missed my brain. Missed that part. I was reading something.
See if Hardin's still alive.
Or only the GM saw that, but I got 43. So if he's dead, I'll even know.
Oh yeah, that's a good roll. Hold on a second while I message you because I want to that.
Secrets for shame.
I'll also spend a force point for the clear mental image. Of the surroundings and stuff. He's dead.
Oh, then, do you know any details or whatnot?
He's in a coroner speeder of some sort. Or I should say his body is.
Alright. I figured as much.
Yeah, and when the woman or whoever brings my drink, I will ask how much it costs and pay the tab up front.
Yeah, she'll come back pretty much right after this, and yeah, you can do that. Anyways, Scarlett, how do you want to go about finding the manager? Just asking?
Yeah, I'll find a random waitress. Not the one that I've already insulted, though.
Okay, yeah, you can find a different waitress and then she'll point you towards the manager.
Okay. I'm gonna, swagger over, look really important and menacing as I come up to him.
Barry, did you have any species in mind for Nessa?
Did I have any species in mind? No.
Okay, he's an Aqualish then. Alright, sounds good.
Ooh, fun one.
I literally just come up with the names. It's up to you, the GM, to decide on what populates the particular location.
Want to make sure I wasn't misinterpreting Nessa.
No, I
Can they
literally
speak
just
basic?
come
That's the real question. If he can't speak, he's got a translator or something. What can I do for you, miss?
I lean up against the wall as I talk to him, and I make sure that my bounty hunter symbol is showing. And I say, "Do you know who I am?"
Bounty hunter of some sort.
Well, aren't you a clever boy? I am looking for someone, and I think they might have been here. Do you have surveillance for this establishment?
Might be able to find it for 200 credits. Can be tricky to recover those files without corrupting them.
How about 500 and you don't remember me after this conversation is over?
Deal. Unless the police tell me. Don't mess with the police.
Would
Understand?
1,000 credits make you forget the police as well?
Well, can't risk getting the establishment shut down, so gotta have cedar money to get off world.
I take
Intimidation.
Quite a bit.
I take 1,000 credits and I rub them between my fingers and just give him this look of, are you sure? It's a pretty good deal.
Roll persuasion.
Miss that. Strength intimidation check.
Well, she's playing the buttery sweet route, so it's a persuasion roll.
Nah,
She wants to start saying something different.
ain't nobody got time for that mess.
Hold on.
Spending force points like there's no tomorrow.
Because there's not.
Because you don't think you're gonna level up after tonight. Yes, you will. Well, I could see maybe 2,500 might do it.
Pick that man up off the ground by the nape of his neck right now.
The scary thing is you can do that, I think.
I will lean in closer to him, and I'm gonna make it look like I'm just whispering in his ear, but really I take my wrist and I push him up against the wall, and I said, "Are you really trying to extort a bounty hunter? Does that seem like a smart thing to you?"
I don't know. Are you really trying to get access to my security cameras without warrants, without me telling the police, even if they ask if you are here? Seems to be slightly outside your licensure, ma'am. What are you gonna do? Kill me here? Then the police will be after you. You can't do anything to me.
This is a cantina. You deal with unsavory people. That's your prime customer. I could have a fairly amount of friends who might stop doing business here if I told them how inhospitable you were to generous, paying customers. I am trying to intimidate him now,
Okay.
so I'm clear.
Yeah, roll intimidation.
I tried to be nice.
As you're rolling that one on your intimidation roll, that is now another persuasion roll. Oh, almost the nat
Oh
one.
my word.
Not doing well for you.
That's
Wait, how does it
persuasion. What?
have a different bonus?
Because I use strength.
Oh, right. Yeah, he's still not.
I'm
very
gonna.
creative
I'll
here, though.
I'll just use a force point because maybe I'll get a 20.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah,
It's the
he's still
exact
not. He is
same
defiant. Like 25. You threatening me? I could have your license revoked, Missy. Now, come on, be reasonable. 2,500 for no police involvement? That's reasonable. You track down your target. I forget you were ever here.
I'm just gonna throat punch him and guide him to his office.
Okay.
We all know it was coming to this.
Well, Kalani's not there because she stayed out of the cantina. She's staying far away from this craziness.
It's just like a quick, like, throat karate tap to his, and then I'm just gonna turn him around and take him to his office and
But if
pat
you
him like
do
we're
it
old
too
friends.
hard, then he won't be able to make noise ever again.
I guess he can spend that new money on some implants for his throat.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're already
You're
pinned up
assuming
against
that
the
he'll be
wall,
able
so
to
I'm not gonna make
breathe
you-
if
I'm not
he-
gonna
if
have to
you
make
hit
you roll
too
for
hard.
that. You succeed in like half bludgeoning his windpipe and leading him to his office, which is in the back. But yeah, roll a stealth check. Unless you're not trying to be stealthy, in which case don't roll a stealth check.
I'm trying to be nonchalant, and as I'm guiding him, I'm patting him on the back like he's an old friend, and I'm just saying, "Man, it was so good to see you again." As I'm guiding him to his office. I offered 1,000 credits. No, I'm not doing this.
Kalani is so disappointed. She doesn't know who she's disappointed in or what it's about, but she just is.
Okay, yeah, you make it back to the office. He's kind of coughing and choking and can't really talk.
I make sure that the door is locked behind us.
Okay.
And then I put 1,000 credits on the table like I offered, seat him down by his computer, and I say, "I think I've established the seriousness of what I want. Now let's make this happen."
He's just nodding and starts typing at his console.
And I watch to make sure he doesn't hit a
Yeah.
panic button or something.
And he can't talk, but well, I'm not sure if they have watches, but he does some gesture that makes you think that he's like asking for like time of the security footage.
About 10 minutes ago. Make it 20. Just to be safe.
Yeah, so you flash back to that. Alright, and yeah, he'll pull it up for you.
I download it to my datapad.
Okay.
And then when it's done, I tap him friendly on the shoulder and I say, "It's been nice doing business with you. Now, if I hear any more about this, I'll do more than just punch your throat out. Understood?"
Nods.
Good. It's great making new friends, isn't it? And then I walk out of his room and come sit with my friends.
Okay.
When I sit with them, I sit in like an irritated huff, put the datapad down and show them the video. I got it.
Oh, did you have fun?
No.
Ah, some difficulty taking care of that. Okay.
Dirty manager making too much money. Anyway, it's about 20 minutes before we got here.
Alright, let's see what this recording has in store for us.
Okay, so yeah, you're all watching the recording. You see, you catch the tail end. It looks like you're looking for things. You spot someone who looks like they're wearing Jedi robes. The picture is not the greatest. It's kind of far away because there's like 2 cameras in the whole place, and they're like in corners to catch most of the area. But it does indeed look like a Zabrak Jedi of some sort, walking over to a table that has Bello sitting at it, kind of fidgeting nervously, and then it doesn't have any audio, but you see the Bello stand up, and then they both leave shortly after.
Being someone that's good at deception, can I tell if he's wearing a disguise?
Everyone give me a perception check.
Can I have it?
Okay, yeah, not Bezak, not Pakaz, because Pakaz, after finishing his drink, had gotten up. So when you returned to the table, Pakaz was leaving. Alexa.
Can I have advantage because I know about disguises?
Sure.
Not that I need it because someone else will get it. I just like to know. Cool.
Ooh, they're re-rolling that one. Classic.
Thank you.
At least it wasn't like the first one.
True, true.
All right, so you're all watching it. From the graininess of the footage, you don't see anything that would indicate a mask of any sort or anything. And it looks like the clothes are genuine.
But like his face, like he looks like a genuine Zabrak. He's not wearing some sort of disguise.
He looks like a Zabrak. Yeah. It doesn't look like he's wearing a mask or anything.
But I'm a Wookiee.
J.O.
Oh, hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
J.O.'s the supreme villain. I brought him in for the special session to kill you all.
Well, it is Star Wars Day. I would expect you to do something strange.
To the fourth be with you.
That's a strange thing for a villain to say.
Would you prefer him to say something like "Prepare for the revenge of the Fifth"?
It actually is technically now. Is here.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
why I brought it up.
Why talk about Star Wars when you could be playing it and living in the world?
We are.
That's what we're doing.
He's trying to bring you into Star Wars Galaxies.
Oh, yeah. So, first, quick side. Yeah, I'm making a beast, like someone who's good at crafting beast stuff. So, I'm still gathering some components for that, but then it should be good to go.
I can make you an incubator.
We've got one already, actually. We've got most of the main components, so we're just gathering
Max quality
enzymes
with
now.
all the experimenting.
Max quality, yeah.
Cool.
So we've got all the machinery. We just need to get all the enzymes and stuff for things. So it'll be a grind, but yeah,
I have a few of those I can throw you.
nice.
Also, if you need power plants or anything, I can make.
Yeah. Anyway, we should probably stop with the aside about Star Wars Galaxies and continue. Okay, where exactly were we? Oh, right, you were looking for disguises.
Yeah, I just want to make sure he's not like, you know, that he. I mean, obviously he's disguised himself as Eaton, but he's not like using a cloaking technology or something else to appear like a different race.
You don't see like a hologram shimmer at any point, so it doesn't look like he's using some sort of cloaking gear.
Well, when we're done looking at it, then I will take the chip that has that recording on it, and I'll hand it to Eaton. Now you have proof, at least. Perhaps the Jedi can use this to find whoever took him.
Out of character, Picasso told us that the guy was the guy was in a coroner's vehicle.
Yes. Yeah, he said.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Then
Continue.
we need to go to the coroner and find out where they recovered the body, and then go continue our investigation there.
Can't Picasso just like foresee into the past and see where he went from being in here a little bit ago?
I don't know.
He went out to the speeder so he's not in the room. So good luck.
Also, mechanically, how that works is for every day into the past, I need to look at as to how high I have to roll, and so I can only really do the repeat thing a whole bunch every minute if it's say relatively recent, like ideally just happened.
Well,
which
wasn't
is
it like
what I
20
used it
minutes
for.
ago?
Yeah, he just got murdered.
Yeah, it's been within like the last 10-20 minutes, half hour for sure.
I do have the regular old force track.
Oh, that you can do it. You don't even need me. It's been like 20 minutes.
Well, let's go back to the speeder then and confer with our other compatriots and see what we can all do.
Alright, that sounds good. We're probably going to end up in Doom City eventually.
Besides, force track is faster.
So I guess we leave the cantina and we find Kalani and Picasso and share with them what we've learned. Anyone pay for our drinks, by the way?
I paid for mine. How much should I deduct from mine?
I am not up to date on my drink prices. I'll get. You have so much money. I'm not sure it even matters.
I didn't even.
I'll just deduct like 20 credits. Say I got something really expensive because I am filthy
Sure.
rich.
I didn't even drink mine. It's just on the table.
And yeah, I basically just downed the drink after it got up to the table and left.
Okay, going out to the speeder.
So how long ago was this that you left the cantina?
Yeah, it was about half hour ish.
Hmm.
So we find Kalani, blah blah blah. He's dead now, and Eaton thinks that we should go in and see where the coroners found him, but we didn't know if you had any ideas about where we could find him or his murderer.
I might be able to track his path. How long ago did you say? 30 minutes?
Close to about half an hour, yeah.
Okay, out of character, that's one of the trickier levels of this, but then I'm pretty high level myself, so let's see how the dice... well, let's see what the dice say about it.
Roll.
Kalani, why are you even worried?
Hey! This is a natural 20! Holy moly!
Nope, clearly fails miserably.
Okay. So, I can track his path now.
Yeah, so you can trail him. Can anybody else hear the music? Because it's not working for me.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, this ability doesn't say anything about you being familiar with the creature, so when we get there, you could probably track we'll show you the video of that, and you could probably do the same thing with him. Just reading on what your power does.
First point to track 2 targets simultaneously. Yes. First point spent.
Yeah, because his path would be here too. Right, GM? That's how that works?
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to be in line of sight of the trail.
What if the trails diverge?
And then we can decide which way to go.
Well, we know that they'll stay together until one's murdered, then the other one will leave.
Okay, this roll only lasts for an hour of tracking, though. I can only keep this up for an hour at least until I have to roll again, and who knows what happens then.
Then I will drive really fast.
Yeah, so yeah, you follow it out of the cantina. It looks like they went on foot, actually.
Then we will walk really fast.
Yeah, so you're walking through the streets. It's pretty not crowded. Up ahead, you see a couple of police speeders. This is about like 10 blocks away from the cantina, opposite direction you guys came from, so you didn't run into it. You see some police speeders and some onlookers.
Who wants to be the designated detective and go speak with them?
I vote Kalani does so. Alright, I'll go.
That's better.
Is this the crime scene?
You guys are not yet close enough to tell if it is the crime scene, but it is in your path, and you see some speed. It's like down an alleyway, but there's like there's this couple speeders parked out in front of it, and some onlookers outside of like the cordoned off section.
I'm going to stay next to Kalani and make sure nothing interferes with her tracking people.
Okay, do you guys all want to walk up, or are you just sending Elon way ahead of you?
Yeah, I'm staying next to Kalani.
I'm remaining near Pakaz.
Okay. So what are those?
Wait, did you even find me?
I don't know. Are you stealth again?
They all
I'm
met
not
out
stealth.
back at the speeder to discuss plans. So yeah, they
Oh,
found you.
well, then I'm still. I haven't been paying attention to you guys. I'm in the car, so to speak.
Okay, are you invisible and hiding?
Nope.
Okay, then I go to where you are and I stand near you.
All right, Etan is staying with Mikaz with the speeder.
I'm staying with Kalani, moving people if they get in her way.
All right. So yeah, Kalani, what are you doing?
Tracking?
Okay. Yeah, it's heading right
Trying-
for this police area.
It's like a kitty cat tracking her prey. You're the one who decided to make a kitty cat.
This is true. This is true.
Okay, so all four of you guys are walking up in that direction.
Appears to be so. I think Elon is probably up front.
All right, Elon is up front. Officer is kind of keeping back the people. He's kind of sees you coming closer. Like, this is a crime scene. Don't come any closer.
Republic military. What seems to be the issue here?
I'm gonna need some identification.
Elon pulls out an identification. It's Republic military. Seems to be okay.
Oh, there's a murder here.
Murder? Murder of who? I've been tracking somebody. Could be my guy. Do you mind if I take a look?
Well, we already moved the body. We're just trying to piece together see if we can get some evidence from here. We've got the crime scene unit here. Don't touch anything.
Didn't plan on it. Do you happen to have an ID or something? Do you know who was killed?
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me check. He pulls out his data pad. Some senator's aide, I think. It's really weird in this part of town. Yeah, I'll hear it. Yeah, Bello Hardin.
Alright, that's the guy I was tracking. Thank you very much. Just wanted to question him a little bit about a few things. Looks like that case is down the drain.
Well, if you can give us any light on your investigation, that'd be very helpful. Here, let me take you over. Maybe you can explain what was happening, because we're still trying to piece together things. We got some crazy eyewitness testimonies.
Crazy eyewitness. What happened?
Oh, something about a Jedi. I'm not sure.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, well, from what I could tell when we arrived on scene, one was consistent with a lightsaber.
So he was slain in plain view of the public with a lightsaber.
Well, it was down this alley here a little bit, but there were a couple junkies in the alley that saw it, so not exactly reliable witnesses.
Yeah, true.
Who knows, they're probably just crazy and on something.
They probably were. Yeah. But anyways, and Elon will go into a little bit of a brief explanation of he was wanted in connection or for questioning in regards to a explosion at the Senate building or an assassination attempt at the Senate building.
Okay. As you're talking, another officer hurries up, taps on his shoulder. Yeah, excuse me for a minute, and he'll turn back to talk to this other guy.
Kalani, have you gotten the scent of the other one?
GM?
Yeah, it seemed like it definitely would stopped here, and then kind of continued down the street, like down the alleyway. Yeah.
Seems to continue that way.
Let's get going. Aelin and Shialu can take care of this. They can meet up with us when they're done.
All right, in order to go through the alley, you'll have to cut through the police cordoned area. And Elon, as they're whispering back there, the two officers turn around again. It's like, sorry, your name's Elon?
Elon Koeth, yeah.
They both draw their weapons. Do you have any weapons?
Republic military, what do you think?
Get them on the ground now.
Alright, as a Republic citizen, I wish to know why I'm being told to put my weapons down on the ground.
You wanted in investigation for the murder of Reese Tyran.
The what?
And that's
Reese
where we'll end the session.
Officers, what's going on, officers?
That's where we're going to end the session.
What is happening?
You have to end it on a cliffhanger, of course.
Yeah, we're coming back next week.
This is not the Aeon you're looking for. Force persuade.
It's an entirely different Aelon.
Well, that makes things very interesting. And with that note, I will go ahead and close out the video. Thank you for joining us in. Guys, thank you for joining us, for coming to another great night of roleplay and Star Wars and laser blasts and everything else. Tune in next week to see what happens, see how many lightsabers we can collect again. I think Because is up to what are you up to, 15?
He has 15 working ones and one that has a drained pattern.
Oh, I thought it was 15. 14 of them were
What?
Yes, he hoarded all of the lightsabers. One of them got destroyed by...
Yeah, no one really said anything.
Yeah,
Yep.
you kind of missed a lot, kind of.
Hey, I was
Is
busy
he
looking
carrying
for...
them all with him on his person?
Yes, I'm clanking quite
Yes.
loudly.
Yes, he is.
Except for when I was trying to blend in. Suddenly
Oh, I
stopped
forgot
clanking.
about that. I should have definitely had used... Alright.
So you're like General Grievous. You just open up your cloak and you got 1,000 lightsabers in there.
No, I'm like a fence.
Collection.
I'm like a fence. I got this long trench coat, and I say, "Hey, you need a lightsaber?" And I just open up. It's like a wall of lightsabers.
Hey,
You need something to defend yourself?
Want to be a Jedi? I got something for you.
Oh no.
And the first time they ignite it to defend themselves, everyone thinks they're a Sith.
Yep. Well, anyways.
No.
Anyways, thank you for joining us in. Those of you who are watching the recordings, I hope you guys have a good night and God bless.